Hey everybody, I'm going to do a short video on how to post videos. I see a lot of times people post videos online and they want pointers and they want advice and they want tips and tricks on how to do things. And so the easiest way to do that sometimes whenever you don't have an instructor right there with you is to post videos online and have people who are experienced in that field give you pointers and tips. With respect to lightsabers, a lot of times what we see is everyone wants to do the video in the dark. So it's the first thing they talk about. And what happens when you do a video in the dark is this. You can't really make out any of the techniques. So it becomes very difficult if you are watching it to see what the person is doing. It looks really cool, and if that's what you want to go for, then by all means, that's a really cool way to post it. It looks awesome at night. Let's be honest, these things are cool. So I'm going to show you guys what happens when you post a video in the dark versus what it looks like when you can actually see. And I think some of you guys will realize that low light to room light level is actually really good for posting videos. So you guys can pick some lighter areas to do your videos, like a park or somewhere that's got lights. And it's not gonna wash out your saber too much. But first I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the lights off. So here's that. So, what did I do? A lot of twirling, a lot of flourishing. You might have been able to tell if I did some of the flourishes I changed to reverse grip, some of them I didn't. Actually threw some tosses in there. I actually smacked the blade on the table over here, which is going to bring me to one of my next points. But here's kind of the basic gist of what I was doing. As you can see, it's much easier to see what techniques I'm doing with the lights on, because you can actually see where my hand position is, what's going on whenever I'm twisting, where my flourishes are going, if they're going behind my back and coming back around. You can see all that. So the blade actually looks pretty good in this light too, I think. That may just be a visual aesthetic choice on my part, but I personally like the way the blade looks in regular light because I think it still captures the essence of what you're looking for. And you can still see what I'm doing. So from an instructional point of view, if I was asking for pointers on it, which if anybody sees anything wrong, feel free to say something. But if I was asking for pointers, it would be much easier for people to do that if they can see what I'm doing. When it's in the dark, it's kind of hard to see where your hands are. It's kind of hard to see what your position is. If you're doing footwork, which is a very important part of saber play, you can't see that. So a lot of things get lost in translations when you do videos in the dark. They look awesome, but if you want pointers, it's hard to get them. My next point is make sure you have room to do your video. And if you don't have proper room, like if you're doing it in a garage or something like that, like I am, you're an idiot like me, you need to make sure that you know your distance and you know where things are in respect to your video and where you're going to be swinging your blade. Because the last thing you want while you're filming a video is to destroy a light or animal or anything, small children. So just make sure you know your distance. Like in this garage, for instance, I know that if my hand is this high, I'm hitting the ceiling. And that's just the way it is, and I frequently hit the ceiling, and that's why I know. But I know that if I keep my saber down here, that I can do all the flourishes that I do my distance is fine. I'm not going to hit anything. I'm not going to smack stuff. I'm not going to break anything. Hopefully, in a perfect world. So make sure you have enough room to do what you're doing. And if you don't have enough room, try and find enough room. And if you can't find enough room, just make sure you practice and know where you're at. I smack things all the time. That being said, so don't feel like you're behind the curve if you're smacking stuff, because I totally just waylay things all the time. My wife gets so irritated with me. Anyway, so that's kind of some of the tips and pointers that I would say for people that are posting videos and want feedback like that. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching.